Never easy against Corbin Burnes.
Ground ball to the right side. Voit with a dive. Feeds Burnes for out number 1.
Yeah, nice play. You know, Voit at first base today with the left-hander going for the Mets. Tested early, able to smother it, and a nice quick flip over to Corbin Burnes for the out.
5 for 9 to start the season, 1 for 13 since, and he's had plenty of company, and now he gets drilled by a pitch. So Marte, who had his season curtailed last year when he got hit by a pitch on his hand in September, takes one in the upper arm, and he'll go to first base. That's the 7th Met to be hit in the first 7 games of the season.
So Marte aboard. He's got a couple of stolen bases, and here's Lindor batting left-handed.
One out, he's running. And no throw by Contreras. I didn't think Marte had that good a jump, but Contreras did not release the ball, and Marte's got his 3rd stolen base.
The Mets need to push the envelope a little bit, having not scored a run yet in this series.
A runner in scoring position with 1 out. And Lindor lines one the other way. That's a base hit, and the Mets will finally score a run in Milwaukee. Marte trots home. Lindor into second base, takes a turn there with an RBI double. 2nd RBI of the season for Lindor, and the Mets snap a 20-inning scoreless streak. They lead 1-0.
McNeil to left. Yelich there. And the inning is over.
Mets get a run, though, and at the end of 1/2 inning of play, it's New York 1, Milwaukee coming up.
David, in his first start, gave up a lot of hits. Had some really sparkling plays behind him that kind of saved him.
And Brasso lines one, caught by Guillorme. Well, Luis Guillorme, a vacuum whenever he's in the field. Able to dive and catch that line drive for the first out.
He is quite the defender.
Not going. Yelich foul tips it for strike 3, and that's the 2nd out.
Right down the pipe.
Yelich has now struck out 10 times in 21 at-bats to start the season. 2-2 to Contreras, and the breaking ball dribbled out to the mound. Peterson turns and fires. Side retired. A walk in, 1 left after 1-0 New York.
Last season, it felt like it took Corbin a couple of starts to calibrate that cutter at the beginning of the season.
That was a mistake, that last pitch, 0-2.
And he got him looking. There's the hook.
That is a knee-buckling curveball right there, folks. His best of the season with the curveball right there.
Again to Owen Miller. Quick and easy 3 up and 3 down inning for Corbin Burnes. 9 pitches is all he needed.
Brewers have done a good job drawing their walk.
Free ride for Anderson. Here is Jesse Winker.
Buck Showalter said, "You're my guy," as Winker goes into the corner. Anderson will be held at 3rd. It's a double for Jesse Winker. Brewers are set up.
Yeah, speaking of 2-strike approach, that was a slider that Peterson hung. Just when we talk about Winker not trying to pull the ball, just trying to put the ball in play with 2 strikes and able to whistle one.
2nd and 3rd now, down 1-0 with only 1 out.
First at bat here in Milwaukee for him, and a ground ball through, base hit. Tie game on Owen Miller's RBI single.
First pitch changeup, just got enough of it.
Offense not one-dimensional here in 2023. Can score in a number of different ways. Here's Wiemer, and he drives one to deep right. Back Marte. Wiemer has gone deep. His first in the show.
Just hit a 3-run shot out of here, and the crew has the lead.
First run at wearing the cheese head in the dugout for Joey Wiemer.
Never ever going to forget that.
There's Yelich, who struck out his first time up. And Peterson picks him off Adames. The throw to second, and Lindor puts the tag to end the inning. 1-3-6 on the caught stealing, but it's a 4-1 inning for the Brewers. They lead 4-1.
Nimmo down on strikes with the curveball. Strikeout number 3 for Burnes.
Leader last year. It's today he will tie Ron Guidry with 23 of those type of games, and a really good changeup off his 4-seam fastball through his slide. Kind of shook the cutter off. Back to what he.
Let's do it here in the Bronx. First pitch, foul back. We're underway. The majors during that time. Now, once he gets on base, he steals them. 200 and. Now, David asked me during yesterday's. It is raw and cold and overcast and fouled away.
Although Meredith,
you should do it. Let's look at the game time weather presented by Big. Strike three. Turner down, look. Defense behind Cole. Cabrera, Judge out.
That's got.
Schwarber takes a straight with a long home run. And the Phillies got their first win of the season after 4 for both teams. Yankees go on the foul back here.
That's a good point, Michael. And using his bullpen accordingly, his best relievers. The minute he got
down, and he delivers with 1 second left. Rip foul.
Nay, Nola and Cole is about as good as it can. It's hard to string hits together. So one big swing or.
Volpe. LeMahieu. Volpe makes the catch on the outfield grass and then had to run all the way in to make the out him. He's hitter friendly, although it's right there on the border. There's a strike. Again, we're not quite privy to that information at this point.
Actually, we are 11 for 17 off of Garrett Cole. A lot of that.
Interesting. See? Okay. Strike three. Yankees coming to bat. Now it's the Yankees' turn against Aaron Nola. That guy's going to lead off. Josh Donaldson. Oswaldo Cabrera back in left field will bat 6th, batting 7th, playing West End, his first game sitting out. And here's Aaron Nola. A lot of strikeouts in 205 innings. And let's check out
on opening day, but he is a true workhorse. There's an old school feel to this matchup. Both 145 games started. Those lead on the contract side of things, and it fell apart. And I feel like he's pretty cool, calm as a cucumber.
Now Nola, so the bet here is that he will bounce back. So he's had 11 starts in his career. 1 and 2.
Well, as you can see right here, like Garrett Cole is, but he's a pitcher, a craftsman.
Get him in center. Jake Cave over in right. Infield bump. Swing and a miss.
Right on cue, you can see the bottom just drop out of the bat.
And he extended that streak in his final at bat in the victory of the year. That was a base hit. Field. Judge has a third.
Get another look here. A little bit off the end of the bat. Still muscle that into the gap.
Now with Donaldson up last, and on the top step of the dugout was Rizzo with a bat. 1-1.
Joey Lee, legendary.
Shea took a step in. Wynn took it in a big. Take a look at the Yankee leaders brought to you by Citizens Made Ready. Aaron Judge now with 39 after that single. A strike.
Joey's great. He's been down there forever.
0-2. Call for a coat. It's cold. There was. I heard a story before the game that it can never be told, but
some